Today's Japanese slang term is musha. No, not the video game, although fans of the video game do sometimes write it with the musha part in katakana, which made the data collection for this video quite annoying. But rather, this is a combination of oni, devil, demon, etc., and musha, which comes from musha-musha, which is the Japanese onomatopoeia for either eating ravenously or for your hair kind of being frizzled. Which is it? Well, when I stumbled across this term, I actually didn't know because the website I found talking about it put this image here, which I cannot find the source of. And since they're standing in a kitchen, it could be the eating one, but I don't know. Maybe they're unhappy with their hair too. I'm not sure. But through doing my own work, I found that if someone has ever used onimusha to mean that their hair is extremely frizzled, they must be a huge minority because most of the people that I find using onimusha are clearly using it to mean eating a lot. The person here is doing it with something, we don't know because they onimusha'd that thing. And even in pictures where there's no food, from context we can tell that onimusha means devour, greedily devour a lot of food, because the person here is saying that they don't need to onimusha because they got all the Pokemon they wanted just from eating a few. And in fact, emphasizing this it has to be eating a lot thing is that the earliest uses of onimusha I can find go back to 2009, and some of the people are helpfully defining onimusha in these posts, saying that it means to eat a lot. The others talk about sushi, bread, or just cooking meat, which are all, again, not hair. Now, while I could just end the video there, I should note that this use of oni as an emphasizer is not new. In fact, it arguably dates back thousands of years, but it has undergone some really major changes over the last few years. So, oni in Japanese, again, literally means a demon, but has long seen use to mean like large, terrifying, etc. Indeed, in some cases, it's used in the same way that we use the word jumbo in English. Like, the name of the jumbo dragonfly in Japanese has oni in it. And the crown of thorns starfish also has oni in it. It's just literally demon starfish, and it looks like this, which is pretty terrifying. You can see why Japanese people would look at it and go, yeah, we'll call that a devil starfish. But around the mid-1990s, Japanese young people started using oni to mean like very. So not just like terrifying or huge or frightening, but just like more, a plus potentially. In fact, there's actually multiple academic research on this phenomenon, which has cited examples from the 1990s, such as oni omoshiroi, oni uma, which comes from umai, right? So not devil horse, but incredibly delicious. Oni kawa, again, not a devil river, but something being very cute. Oni daru, just being incredibly darui, exhausted. And oni sugo, or oni sugoi, which is again very sugoi. And in one of these papers, some of their sources had links, and I was able to therefore confirm the existence of these sources, confirming, for instance, a blog from 1999 that uses oni isogashi for extremely busy, or this website, which according to the code seems to have been produced in 1989, which uses oni tsuoi to mean very strong. That said, these still have a potential kind of like demon devil vibe, right? Being busy is generally bad, and you know, oni are tsuoi, but don't be oni kanashi, because I was able to find uses of oni with a positive adjective in the onikawa form dating back to 1994. I did this through Google Books, which I've noted can be wrong, but I was able to double confirm it because Google Books says that this is referenced in a Japanese academic journal called Nihongo Gaku dating to 1994 in the 13th volume. The 13th volume came out in 1994. And this journal has an online search function which shows that not only is this volume focused on young women's language, the text onikawa does appear in that volume. So there you go. Someone else did their work, and I did my work to confirm their work, and now we can say that this oni prefix, which we now see in onimusha, has at least 20 years of life now. Definitely going back to the mid-1990s, although onimusha and these kind of forms that combine it with a onomatopoeia instead of an adjective do seem to be more recent, only having a 15-year shelf life or so to date. So while this term is perhaps oni kantan to understand, I do hope you still found it to be oni omoshiroi, and perhaps one of the more useful terms I've covered because eating a lot can be oni tanoshi. And in fact, it is about dinner time for me down here in Australia, so I'm going to go home and onimusha some onigiri.